Ancient dragons hidden in caves, killer worms of monstrous sizes, and giant creatures that won't let you go back to sleep without nightmares. These are 5 mysterious life forms discovered underground. Number 5. A creature from the past. Marco Polo wasn't only a great trader who recorded his travels through the medieval lands of Central Asia and China, but he also encountered a creature that continues to arouse great curiosity and skepticism. It's a beast that ruled the depths of the earth in the province of Kajang. Marco Polo would have visited this place on one of his many voyages, and there he would have discovered what he described as huge snakes, whose size was capable of instilling terror in the most veteran man of his crew. It's estimated that they reached 13 meters in length and had a body as wide as a barrel of beer. However, this wasn't the darkest thing about these beasts of the deep. Apparently, their head had a demonic appearance, similar to that of a dragon. Their legs resembled those of a lion. The mouth was large enough to devour an average adult, and its teeth flashed in the torchlight. For several days, the party tried to explore the subway cave where these creatures lurked. They also tried to catch one of the beasts, but all their efforts were futile. The danger was staggering, although that didn't discourage the natives of the region who used to capture them through a complex hunting method that could last for weeks on end. Naturally, this story seems to be taken from a fiction book. However, we must not forget that the past was very different from our present, and the animals that moved on and under the land were of grotesque proportions that we aren't used to today. Did Marco Polo really witness such a subterranean beast? It's difficult to know, although we may soon find some fossil remains that will help us discover the truth behind this mysterious cave. Number 4. Deathly worms. You may not know it, but in Mongolia, there's a mystery that has transcended time. Its origin lies in the Gobi Desert, a region of harsh climate and abundant subway caves from which the legendary death worms seem to emerge. These creatures have become popular among cryptid hunting circles and adventurers who have gone on all sorts of expeditions to capture them. They're usually described as having a disgusting appearance, color of blood, and being similar to the shredded skin of a cow's stomach. However, few people take long to notice this appearance, as they quickly run away from their most terrifying feature, their size. Mongolian death worms can grow up to 1.5 meters long and are as thick as 3 tractor tires. Their natural habitat is deep in the earth and it's impossible to get close to them. Nevertheless, some have managed to invade their domain, but have quickly regretted their boldness. These worms have the ability to spit a poison full of acids capable of burning clothes, skin, and even bones. The scariest thing is that their acid spit has a range of up to 3 meters, and almost no one who has gotten too close to it has managed to escape without being seriously injured. Number 3. Giant earthworms. What lurks in the depths of the ocean continues to be a mystery to science. Not even technology has allowed us to explore the core of our planet, and that has left a large spaces of doubt and uncertainty. What dwells beneath our feet? This question seems to have found a small answer after Auguste de Saint-Hilaire published an article in the 20th century in the American Journal of Science, in which he presented a series of extremely interesting theories and research. He tried to explain a series of phenomena recorded throughout the length and breadth of our planet. Apparently, every year numerous tunnels appear in the depths of the earth, which don't seem to have been excavated by anyone and have a mysteriously similar relationship. After several analyses, experts came up with a theory that points to a creature nicknamed Minyu-Cow, better known as the Great Earthworm, which could be responsible for these tunnels. These powerful earthworms could be roaming the bowels of the earth unnoticed and would be responsible for landslides, reduction of soil quality in our cities, and even some mild tremors. But these earthworms aren't what you might imagine. Their size could be grotesque. Assessing the characteristics of the tunnels that appear to be burrowing deep, it's estimated that they could be more than 23 meters long. the thickness of the earthworms would be more or less 1/3 of its measurement, which makes it a monstrous and shocking creature that we all wish would remain only a hypothesis and not a reality. Number 2. Terror in the dark. If you thought that all the creatures we were going to come across on this tour could only crawl through the depths of the earth, you were wrong. The next beast can be found in the bowels of the jungles of Cameroon, West Africa, and in the Congo, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. The locals have baptized it as Olitiao, known as the demons of the caves. These shadowy creatures are said to roost on the ceiling of caves and are so similar to bats that they almost look like relatives. However, there's one big difference between these. Can you imagine what? That's right, their size. These monsters of darkness reach up to 3 meters and feed on almost any living creature that falls into their clutches. Native accounts claim that these mysterious creatures emerge from subway caves at night and take the lives of all kinds of barnyard animals. There have also been reports of loss of life, especially of young children and women. However, the most curious thing about these beasts lie in their home, in the depths of the caves, sometimes even deep in the earth. These bats go about building endless tunnels and scurry through them, denying local tribes any chance of catching them. It seems that these monstrous beasts are as terrifying as they are elusive. Number 1. Humanoids. We come to what is, without a doubt, one of the most cited creatures in the bowels of the earth. These aren't simple anonymous reports, but great investigations made up of exhaustive documentation and explorations from all the countries of the world. Each of the cases repeats the same fact over and over again. There's life in the bowels of the earth, although not the one we could imagine. Perhaps one of the most chilling stories related to humanoids hidden in the depths can be found in the report done by Mine Inspector Ted Walters, who claimed that after a cave-in, 15 trapped miners have been devoured by a humanoid-like monster that lurked in the deep mines of Dixonville, Pennsylvania. When rescuers plunged into the depths, they found a bloody sight. Bodies bore no conventional wounds. Each of the men had been mutilated. There were deep marks on their bodies, which could only have been produced by a bear or a lion. Ted was summoned to testify before the mine authorities and listened to the story carefully, but withheld all evidence and tried to keep secret what had happened in the depths. However, the story came to light and the mine was completely abandoned. To this day, this remains a place that keeps even the curious away, and few people have doubts regarding what seems to inhabit the depths of the earth. Could it really be a humanoid? What creature could have killed so many men in such a short time? Does life really exist in the bowels of our planet? It isn't the first time we ask ourselves these questions, and although we still don't have answers, if you join us in the following videos, you may find some answers and many unsolved enigmas. Are you ready to enter the deep world of the unknown? If so, then here are the videos.